Okay. So then in this example 6, we're looking at using substitution to solve a nonlinear system. Now we want to solve this system of equations by the substitution method. Okay, so in the substitution method, we solve for one variable in one equation and then plug it into the other, and then we can solve for both variables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for y in that second equation. So if I subtract my 2x, I'll have negative y equals negative 2x minus 1. Then I'll multiply both sides by a negative. I get y equals 2x plus 1. Okay. So then I can take this and plug it into my other equation. So I'll get 3x squared plus 4x minus, but my y is now 2x plus 1. That should give me 7. So then now I have one equation and one variable, so we can solve. So 3x squared plus 4x minus 2x minus 1 equals 7. 3x squared plus 2x. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 7 from both sides, and I'll get minus 8 equals 0. So at this point, I have a trinomial. I might try what I call this technique that you're going to see me use, the AC method of factoring. Normally, we're looking for two numbers that multiply to give us negative 8 and add to give us 2. But because this leading coefficient is not a 1, then I'm going to say two numbers that multiply to give me negative 24, which is 3 times 8, and then add to give me 2. Okay, so off to the side, I'll do negative 24. And notice that this is 3 times 8, which is negative 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So 8 times 3 is 24. Okay. So now if we look at the factors of 24, we're looking for the factors of 24 that add up to 2. So then we have negative 1 and 24, but that adds up to 23. Then we have negative 2 and 12, that adds up to 10. Negative 3 and 8 adds up to 5. And then 4, we do have a 4. Negative 4 and 6. And this is the line that adds up to 2, so that's the line we're looking for. Now, I'm going to rewrite my 2x, but I'm going to write it with the negative 4 and a 6, and I'm purposely going to put my 6 next to the 3 because they have something in common. Okay, so what I mean by that, we'll say 3x squared. That plus 2 I'm going to write as plus 6x minus 4x, and then I just bring everything else down. Minus 8 equals 0. So then from this point, we have 4 more terms. I want to use a technique called factor by grouping. So if I look at the first two, what can I factor out of the first two? 3x, and I'm left with x plus 2. Out of the second two, I can factor out a negative 4. I'm left with x plus 2. So the thing with this, it allows us to okay, so now both terms have this blue binomial, so that blue binomial can go in front. And so we can factor that out of both, and we'll have x plus 2, and then what's left is the 3x minus the 4 equal to 0. So then x is going to be a negative 2, or 4 by 3. So now we got these results for x. So now we go back and find our y. Now we have off to the left that y equals 2x plus 1. So then when x is negative 2, then y is going to be 2 times negative 2 plus 1. It's negative 4. That's going to be negative 3. So one solution is negative 2 comma negative 3. Then we can look at when x is 4 by 3. So then if x is 4 by 3, then so we can say y equals 2 times x, which is 4 by 3, plus 1. So then this will give us y equals 8 by 3 plus 1. 3 by 3, that's going to be 11 by 3. So then this order pair is 4 by 3, comma 11 by 3. And I'm going to leave that as, let me check it really quickly. So when x is negative 2, that's 4 times 3 is 12, minus 8 is 4, plus 6, no, 4 plus 3 is 7, yeah, so that checks out. And then in the second one, that's going to be a negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. So the first order pair works. I'll leave it as an exercise for you to check the second order pair.